welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, the tease him a lot, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. All right, definitely not getting as much as I wanted to get done, but you know, it's getting there, little by little, little by little. All right, so, all right, for this break session, I wanted to show something. It's not. They're looking for feedback, right? And so it's experimental. You have to like set a flag, and I am going to show it because I have different versions of like Chrome downloaded to my computer, and so that way I can kind of like test things. And so I'm going to post a link to this blog post. It'll be next to the recording of the video, so that way you'll be able to check it out for yourself and see if you'd like to try it out, because they're looking for feedback. And I'm pretty sure we've spoken about this before. But let me share my screen. Now, since it's a new another browser, I'm pretty sure I cannot share this. No, I can't. So I have to do the entire. Can I do window? What's it? I do. Let me see. Let me try window. Let me try this one. Let's see. We'll give it a shot. Oh, to share audio, share a tab or a screen. Oh, interesting. Didn't know you'd have to. You can't do window. Interesting. All right, neither here nor there. All right, so this is my Chrome Canary installation. All right, and to get this running, you just have to go to experiments, like Chrome //flags in the what do you call it? The URL bar, and then experimental web features. You can search for that and then enable it. And so you have a bunch of stuff. I have like the prompt API for Gemini Nano. So I got a bunch of stuff in here. All right, so let me make this larger here. So now I'm pretty sure we've spoken about like the view transition API, where they have it for like single page applications. So when you click a button, like it smoothly transitions to, or whatever kind of transition you make from one state to another. And they also have the multi-page applications view transitions, which I'm more into. And so that way you're going from like one page to another page within the same domain, and you can like transition between them. It's pretty cool. And I think they do it for this site. So if I click like on blog, right? Oh, it didn't do it. Okay, hold on. Wait, if I click this, it did it on my other one. Oh, it kind of like faded a little bit. I don't know. In my other Chrome, it worked a lot cleaner, but yeah. So normally, like, even they're two separate pages, because I don't think this is a single page app. I think this is probably like a multi-page app here. And yeah, it transitions from one to the next. Pretty dope. So we've spoken about that before, but now they're looking to where it'll just be like scoped, like it says. So like kind of like on an element inside of the DOM, instead of like the whole DOM, it's a part of it or something. So that seems pretty cool. Now, and yeah, okay, cool. So let's I just want to go over it. Shouts to Brahmas. All right, so ready for developer testing, scoped view transitions. And I'm thinking for stuff like, you know, maybe like if you're in a nav bar or whatever, and you click something, and then you just want that to transition instead of like the whole thing. I don't know. I think they give an example here, but here we go. So it came out, like 10 days ago. All right. Scope view transitions is a proposed extension to the view transition API, which lets you start a view transition on a subtree of the DOM. So like a part of the actual page. You know what I'm saying? The feature is ready for testing from Chrome 140 with the experimental web platform features flag enabled in Chrome //flag. So like I just showed earlier. We're actively looking for developer feedback. So if you'd like to give feedback, this might be a cool thing to try out. All right, cool. So quick intro. To start a scoped view transition, call element.view start view transition. So that's similar to whatchamacallit, let me see, the single page one. Let me see something here. Oh, you already see it because I'm okay. So yeah, so you see there's the kind of cool stuff you can do here. I think this is a single page app. I'm not sure. But yeah, let me see something. Where was it? Yeah, start view transition on the document. Yeah, see, there it is. And then I think the cross document view transition, this is like the multi-page one. And let's see the start transition. Do they have any code here? They don't have any code here. All right. But I think it's similar, if I remember correctly. All right, I'm not sure. All right, it's been a minute since I've done it. Okay, so back to this. Cool. All right, so oh wait. Oh yeah, instead of okay, so they say it here. Okay, never mind. Am I on the right page? Yes, I'm on the right page. All right. So yeah, to start, you do the element.start view transition instead of document start view transition on any element with contain layout applied to it. Okay, so you have to have contain layout. All right, that's good to know. That's good to know. And then, so then document query selector. So they're looking at the nav, right? And then the start view transition. So this is the element that I talked about. So you get a little bit more specific. Before it was just document.start view transition. Now it's document.query selector. So an actual element in the document, like I mentioned before, start view transition. Cool. And then you have the callback, and this is the stuff that does stuff with the nav. All right, cool. So the result is a view transition scope to the subtree of your chosen HTML element. In this case, it would be the nav element. With the resulting view transition pseudo tree getting injected onto that HTML element. So like here, so here's the nav, then here's that view transition pseudo element. And that's where you can do like all the different CSS and all these things and target stuff. The HTML element acts as a container for the view transition, for the transition animations. All right, dope. So yeah, so then you have like the group, right, of the thing. And then you have the pair. So you have the old and the new. So that's how it breaks down. And then it transitions between it. Pretty dope. So scope transitions allow multiple view transitions to run at the same time. Oh, that's pretty cool. As long as they have different transition routes. Okay. So I'm guessing the routes would be like the nav. So as long as it's like nav and the UL or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm thinking this would be cool for like to-do lists. And you know, you want to like delete something and it like transitions out of the way or something. I'm not sure, but that seems like it could be pretty cool to do. All right. Scope transitions allow multiple view transitions to run at the same time, as long as they're, like you mentioned, have different transition routes. Pointer events are prevented on only that subtree, okay, which you can re-enable rather than the whole document. Okay, so you'll be able to click around. It's just the thing that's transitioning. In addition, they allow elements outside of the transition route to be painted on top of the scoped view transition. All right, so if it's not inside of it, it will you can have things overlaid on top of it. That's pretty cool. Learn about scope transitions in this here. So they have this whole explainer, so you can check that out. Now, in the following demo, you can move a dot within its container, right here, the pink line, by clicking one of the buttons down here. All right. This can be done with document scope view transition, so like the whole thing, like the previous one, like with the single page app stuff, or element scoped view transitions, allowing you to see how they behave differently. All right. And then if you don't have it enabled, you can check out the demo recording. It's just a video recording of them about what I'm about to do. So wait, let me check the HTML real quick. All right, so we have the popover, we have the controls, which are these here, and then the warnings, if your browser doesn't support it, that will show, and then just that. Okay, that's pretty much it. So yeah, they just have the ID scope, this div here, and they have a class of dot here. All right, so this is what this is. and they probably use some CSS to style it up. Let me see. Scope, contain layout. That's necessary to make sure that works. Then they and then here's the dot. So they're giving a view transition name. They're saying it's going to take 2 seconds. So that view transition group, again, that is this thing here. So everything inside there. And they're doing like the at layer stuff here. And so the dot is positioned absolutely. And if it's not toggled, right, then, okay, yeah, that's why it's in the top, like minus, like why you can't really see it. How wide? I'm thinking it's 20. I don't know. We'll see. And then the scope overflow clip. So that way you don't see the rest of the blue. Okay. All right. Then have the light dark thing. Cool. So the width is 70 min. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. 20 V min. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That's why minus 10 and minus 10, you only see a quarter of it. Pretty dope. And then aspect, so it's a square. Margin, so it's like center. And then border, 1 pixel solid hot pink. All right. Cool. And then they just have this blue circle. Dope. And then they have a popover. Okay. All right, cool. All right, now let's look at the JavaScript. All right, so not a lot there. So they're just getting a reference to the. That's interesting. They put a $sign. A reference to this the scope, which is the square, and then that's cool. So they're actually just getting these buttons have a data method in the documents. So instead of like doing the button, they actually say So if I look back at the buttons, yeah, see data method document, data method scoped, and there's not one for here, but pop over target. Okay, so back to this. So yeah, so this is how they're getting a reference to that first one. Interesting. That's cool. Instead of giving like an ID or something. All right, and then yeah, so here we go. So the query selector, right, add event listener, and so they're doing on the document the start transition. Now, whereas with the scopes, right, they're taking that same scope that we had before here and starting the transition on that if you click the button there. Okay. Oh, and then excuse me. All right. So if not view start transition. Oh, this is just to show the like the warning or whatever. So it will like make these buttons disabled or whatever, so you can't click on them. Okay, that's cool. All right. Wait, let me see the animation. Do they have the animation here? Where's the animation? I know I saw the position, animation duration 2 seconds. But where do they actually define it? Oh, excuse me. I'm not sure where they actually define the animation. And let's see the 2 seconds here, and they're giving it a name. Okay, neither here nor there. All right, so if you click on document view transition, that means like the whole thing, right? You see it jumped out of the container, right? Because it's on the whole document. But now if it was scoped to just this hot pink square, it should just stay inside of it. Yeah, so you just stayed inside, you didn't jump out. And then if you toggle a pop over, because again, it said that if it's not within it, it would let it be like so the IM pop over be above this thing. So listen, only if it was scoped to this. Otherwise, if it's to the document, it's going to go over it. Yeah, okay. And then going back, yeah, see that went under it. That's pretty dope. Okay, nice. So with scope view transitions, the dot remains clipped by its parent during the transition. Furthermore, the dot does not paint over the pop-up when it's shown, because again, the pop-up is not within that. Yeah, see the pop-ups over here. I'm wondering if I put that in here. So let me see. If I put that, I can edit this, I think, right? If I put that within here, it won't let me edit it. I have to go to code bin. I think if I put that inside of the scope, it will then transition over it, I think. Depending on the order, maybe. All right, so but yeah, they're looking for feedback. So you know the shape, you can influence the shape of the scope view transitions API. Use cases where the feature works well and didn't work as expected, and how the questions about self-participating scopes should be resolved. Ooh, okay, self-participating scopes, interesting. All right, so if you're ever like interested in seeing how things behind the scenes get put into browsers, this would be a pretty good way of like participating. All right, cool. So I'm gonna get y'all back to work, so I can get back to work. And but yeah, it's pretty dope. Again, a link to this article will be next to the video on the website untilit.works. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna send y'all back with some traveling music. This right here is an artist that goes by the name of Nujabes. It's featuring another artist that goes by the name of Apani B. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy, and peace. Thanks, y'all. We'll take a look at artist's website and listen to some music, watch some videos maybe, and when we come back, and maybe you'll become a fan. But for right now, this is Nujabes featuring Apani B. Thank you. All right, peace.
But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me.